Hello students, for SYBSc semester 3 you have 3 practical papers. 3 papers are there for practicals. In paper 2 as a major component you have short organic preparations and their purifications. I am Bandoba Nikam from Department of Chemistry, Maharshi Dayananda Mahavidyalay, Parel, Mumbai. In this video we will see formation of phthalic anhydride from phthalic acid by sublimation. In this video, we will have virtual visit to our laboratory to see how exactly we have to perform procedure for this formation. Aim for the experiment is to prepare phthalic anhydride from phthalic acid by intramolecular dehydration. Here all those terms you have to learn what is dehydration, what is intramolecular dehydration, what is phthalic acid, what is phthalic anhydride and what is sublimation. So accordingly you can write a reaction. Okay, so here this is a reactant that is phthalic acid. In it 2 carboxylic groups are there, 2 adjacent carbons of benzene ring, and from these 2 carboxylic groups OH of one carboxyl group and H of another carboxylic group are removed as a water. So it is removal of water, so it is called a dehydration. And as water molecule is removed from same molecule, 2 carboxylic groups of same molecule, so it is called intramolecular dehydration. And remember what is structure for phthalic anhydride and what is structure for phthalic acid. This is anhydride group. Okay, see how to perform this. We have to start with the amount of phthalic acid. We have to take that in evaporating dish. Cover that evaporating dish with filter paper. Make holes to filter paper. We have to cover that evaporating dish having filter paper by inverted funnel, and that we have to heat. Use cotton for plugging funnel, and inverted funnel is kept there on filter paper having holes, and below that there is a evaporating dish having phthalic acid. There is an indirect heating by using sand bath. So reaction will start. Formation of product in the vapor state will be there, and those vapors will be collected in a funnel portion, and where those will be condensed to form crystals. Side product water will also be there as a vapors. Those will be absorbed by cotton plug. Now you see crystal formation started. Fine thread type crystals are there. Fine needle type crystals are there. Now why it is called a sublimation? We have started with solid phthalic acid, and we are getting phthalic anhydride in solid state. Conversion of solid into vapors without passing through liquid phase is called a sublimation. So here product formed is in vapor phase, that is from solid, and we are collecting that in funnel where there is a condensation taking place for the formation of crystals. So see crystals are forming there. Then we have to remove burner. We'll stop heating. Give little time for cooling and then remove that funnel and crystals accumulated in that funnel. Now you see, these are crystals of phthalic anhydride. No purification is required. No crystallization is required for this experiment, for this product. We will collect those crystals on watch glass. Then we will weigh it. Weight obtained we have to write as observation number 1. Then we have to determine its melting point. That will be our observation number 2. So like this. So like this we have to collect crystals on watch glass. Okay, then we will see observation and calculation part for this preparation. Okay, this is reaction. From the reaction we can calculate theoretical yield. Now for that required parameters are molecular weight of reactant and molecular weight of product. That we have to calculate. 8 carbons are there. So 8 multiplied by 12, atomic weight of carbon 96. 4 oxygens are there. Atomic weight of oxygen 16. 64. 4 hydrogens of benzene carbon and 2 hydrogens of carboxyl group. So total hydrogens are 6. Atomic weight of hydrogen is 1. So that will be 6. And their sum of atomic weights of all atoms is nothing but molecular weight. And that will be here as 166. Now what is molecular weight of product? Okay, now from the reactant towards product, only water molecule is given out. No reagent here, no anything incorporated in the product, only water is removed from the reactant to form product. So molecular weight we can calculate easily just by subtracting (18). That is molecular weight of water from this number, and we will have 148. So molecular weight of product is 148. Now according to law of conservation of mass, molecular weight of all reactants, their sum is always equal to molecular weight of all products, their sum. Now here only one molecule has a starting compound. In product, 2 are there. One is main product, second is side product, that is water, and only organic molecule as a substrate and organic molecule as a product we will consider. According to law of conservation of mass, molecular weight of reactant is equal to molecular weight of product. So we can write 166, we will write unit as a gram, corresponds to 148 gram for these two molecules according to law of conservation of mass. Therefore, suppose we have started with 1 gram of the reactant, then how much should be there as a product in grams by assuming 100% conversion, and that will be theoretical yield. So what will be the formula for theoretical yield? Will be equal to, now here we will write 148 multiplied by 1 divided by 166, and that will be there as, how much it is coming? 0.89 gram. So this is theoretical yield. If we start with 1 gram, this must be the weight of product if 100% conversion is there. So what is the formula for that? Molecular weight of product into weight of reactant taken divided by molecular weight of reactant. So this is formula, and by using that formula we have calculated it. What is principle behind this relation? Mathematical relations, law of conservation of mass. So for 1 gram this much is expected by assuming 100%. Now what actually obtained is, suppose our observation number 1 is weight of product is 0.50 gram. Then what is percentage practical yield? Okay, 0.89 if we have, that will be 100%. But we have obtained 0.50 gram, then that is how much percent? So we have to calculate that as is equal to 100, 0.50 multiplied by 100 divided by 0.89. So as a formula we have to write weight of product divided by theoretical yield multiplied by 100. And what is that coming out will be your percentage practical yield. Okay. So here this is about calculation part. Then we have to determine its melting point and our result table will be ready. You just see how much it is coming out. Now then as a result you have to report melting point of product. It will be around 132 degree Celsius for phthalic anhydride. Now yield obtained, now here 0.50 gram, theoretical yield 0.89 gram, and that whatever that we are going to get, you will write here as percentage practical yield. Now then what are important questions, okay, for YY examination? Those we will see. What is the reaction involved in this preparation? That is intramolecular dehydration reaction. Okay, what is the reagent used for this preparation? No reagent is required for this preparation. But what is the reaction condition? That is heating. Are you able to write a reaction involved in this preparation on paper? That you have to learn. Now what are reaction conditions required for this preparation? Heating. No catalyst, no reagent. Is there any solvent required for crystallization for this preparation? No crystallization is required. Sublimation gives pure product. How to calculate theoretical yield? For any reaction, you have to calculate theoretical yield on the basis of law of conservation of mass. For that, molecular weight of reactant, you have to always consider that as equal to molecular weight of product according to law of conservation of mass. And therefore, how much weight we have used of that starting compound, accordingly we can calculate theoretical yield. And on the basis of theoretical yield, we can calculate percentage practical yield. You should be able to write name reactions involved in the preparation. And here you have to learn what is sublimation. So here it is about one preparation, that is preparation of phthalic anhydride from phthalic acid. We will see